Good morning, students. In the last class, I was telling about hysteresis. I hope you understood about hysteresis. In hysteresis, you learned about two main definitions. One is retentivity and coercivity. Yes, what is the meaning of the first term, retentivity? Retentivity means it is, see here, retentivity is the amount of, it is the amount of magnetic field, left in the ferromagnetic material when the magnetizing field becomes zero, or when it is removed from the magnetizing field. When you switch off the magnetizing field, what is the magnetic field remained in the sample? That is called retentivity. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಉಳಿದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ರಿಟೆಂಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎಚ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಎಚ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದು. If you removed the ferromagnetic material from that source, what is the magnetic field left in the sample? That is retentivity. Next one here, coercivity means what? Coercivity means if you want to make magnetic field of a material equals to zero, ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಟ್ಟಾದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ತೋರಿಸಬಾರ್ದು, ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು? ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಚ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಚ್, ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಝೀರೋ. ಆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಸಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. We are destroying the magnetic properties of a ferromagnetic material. So in that case, the value of B becomes zero. Here see, when H equals to zero, B is not zero. This is what known as retentivity. So even when you remove the material from the magnetizing field, magnetic field is left in the sample. That amount of magnetic field left in the sample is called residual magnetism, and the property of the ferromagnetic material to retain some amount of magnetic field even when the magnetizing field becomes zero is called retentivity. This one, coercivity means when B equals to 0, H is not equals to 0. So here see, for some value of magnetizing field, it is possible to make magnetic field equals to 0. So when you increase the current in a reverse direction, here magnetic behavior decreases, magnetic behavior of the sample decreases and it becomes zero. So this the minimum magnetizing field which is required for demagnetizing a sample, a ferromagnetic sample, that is called coercive field. ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, what is the amount of H you need, what is the amount of H you require for making D equals to 0, that is called coercive field, and the property of the ferromagnetic material is coercivity. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ 0 ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ H ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು H ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ D 0 ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ H ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ನಾವು ಕೋಯರ್ಸಿವ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಕೋಯರ್ಸಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ permanent magnets. Permanent magnets. Permanent magnets. See, permanent magnet means permanent magnets. So these are the substances. What are permanent magnets? These are the substances which can save magnetic field, which can retain a magnetic field for a long time at a room temperature. So the magnet, see market nalli ಏನು ನಾವು market ನಲ್ಲಿ magnets ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, those are all permanent magnets because they are, and current ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ, ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ನ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅದು ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತೌಟ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್, ವಿತೌಟ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಸೊಲನಾಯ್ಡ್, it is giving us magnetic properties. Magnetic, it is showing magnetic behavior. So the magnet that you purchase from the market, that is permanent magnet. Permanent magnet, temporary magnet anta bartava. Temporary magnets andre they stop their magnetic behavior when there is no current. They show only in the, they show their magnetic behavior only in the presence of the electric current. So this is what permanent magnet and temporary magnets. So what are permanent magnets? Temporary, permanent magnets are the substances, permanent magnets are the substances which can retain, ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, which can retain their ferromagnetic behavior, which can retain their ferromagnetic behavior for a long time. ಬಹಳ ದಿನಗಳವರೆಗೂ, ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ನ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಟ್ ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೆ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ at room temperature, those substances are called, they are called permanent magnets. So how to make permanent magnets? See, usually permanent magnets, this is the solenoid, this is solenoid. So now pass the current through this solenoid, current is passed through the solenoid. So here magnetizing field is developed. Magnetizing field means H is developed through the region of the solenoid. Now we shall place one ferromagnetic material. This is ferromagnetic material. One ferromagnetic material is placed in the inside of the solenoid, and current is flowing in the solenoid, current carrying the solenoid. So this is a ferromagnetic material. Ferromagnetic material. Ferromagnetic material. So see, now these lines are showing H. So H means magnetizing field. Because of the current flowing through this region, now magnetizing field is developed in this region. And see, now when you place the ferromagnetic material in this solenoid, now this ferromagnetic material, what it develops magnetic field, because it is in the presence of H. So with in the presence of H, now this material will have a magnetic field. So it behaves like a magnet now. It behaves like a magnet now. Now see, if I made H value 0, or if I removed this ferromagnetic material outside, if I remove ferromagnetic material outside, and I see here, so here what is the nature of this ferromagnetic material now? Now the domains means which are, you see, domains means this is the arrangement of the particles of the ferromagnetic materials. Particles are molecules or atoms of the material. So these molecules are acting like a domains. The domains of the domain means the structure of arrangement of the particles of that material, or how the atoms or molecules of this material are arranged. That arrangement is called domain. So these are domains. Domains of the ferromagnetic material must be in one direction. It should not be like this. See, in some case the domains of the particles are like this. Here what domains means magnetic dipole moment. ನೀವು ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ collectively called as domains. So the domains of the material along one direction. So this is called a magnet. This is called a magnet, and this is no magnet. It is not a magnet. So where the magnetic dipole moments are in opposite direction, so as a result of this here magnetic dipole moment becomes 0, and this substance no longer acts as a magnet, and it is acting as a magnet for some time. So you call it as permanent. You call it as temporary means no magnet. I am not calling this as temporary magnet. That is not a magnet, and this one is a magnet. So when you remove the magnet, when you remove the ferromagnetic substance out of the solenoid, so there is no current, there is no magnetizing field. Now if the substance shows magnetic behavior for a maximum time, that the magnet is called as a permanent magnet. What is a permanent magnet? Permanent magnet is the substance which can retain its magnetic behavior even at for a longer time, even at room temperature. ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ದಿನಗಳವರೆಗೂ, ಬಹಳ ಸಮಯದವರೆಗೂ ಅವು ಏನಾದರೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು? ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್? ಮೀನ್ಸ್ steel and chromium. Steel and chromium are used for making permanent magnets. Used for making permanent magnets. So see, why steel is used? Why not any other material? Steel, iron. Here see, hard ferromagnetic materials, soft ferromagnetic materials. So here soft hard ferromagnetic materials are used for making permanent magnets because of some properties. So what are the properties that should be present for a material used for making permanent magnets? So the first property, see ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನೀವು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಐರನ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಐರನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಂ ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ the materials which are used for making permanent magnets, they should have these properties. First one is high permeability, high permeability, high permeability. Second one, high retentivity, high retentivity. Third one, high coercivity, high coercivity. See the materials which are used for making permanent magnets, they should have these properties, these conditions. The first one is high permeability. High permeability means the material should accept, it should take more number of magnetic field lines so that its internal magnetic field increases. See if you are placing that permanent that material which is used for making permanent magnet, steel or iron or chromium, it should take more number of magnetic field lines so that its internal field gets developed or internal state becomes strong. So that property should be there for the material used for making permanent magnet. So the value of permeability must be higher. Here permeability means, you know that permeability means nothing, it is the power of a medium, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ತನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ತನ್ನ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ permeability, right? High retentivity, retentivity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು, h ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆದಾಗ b ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆಗಬಾರದು, b ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಲೂಪ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟರಿಸಿಸ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ this is we called O A G C D E F. So this is the retentivity, this is the magnetic field left in the sample when H value became 0. Here it is H, here it is. So at this point H is 0, B is OG, H is 0, B equals to OG. So this much of magnetic field left in the sample when the main source magnetizing field became 0. So here the material which is used for making permanent magnet, that should have a larger value of retentivity. It should save a maximum amount of magnetic field when it is removed from the magnetizing field. So when that metal, steel or chromium or iron, when that is removed from the magnetizing field, it should save, it should retain, it should left with a maximum value of magnetic field. That is a high retentivity. High retentivity. That is called high retentivity. Next, high coercivity. High coercivity means here see, to demagnetize steel, if you want to destroy the magnetic properties of steel, Why I am saying steel? Because steel is used for making permanent magnet. To destroy the steel, to demagnetize the steel, a maximum amount of H is required. Ilen ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು H is increased in reverse direction, so that magnetic field goes on decreases, so it becomes zero at some point, right? So H value ಬಹಳ ಬೇಕಿದೆ ನೀವು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಂದ್ರದ್ದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ magnetizing field is required, so that metal should not be destroyed very easily. This is the main concept. Why I am writing high coercivity? The metal used for making permanent magnet, it should not get destroyed, it should not lose its magnetic properties for a small value of magnetizing field, which is increasing in reverse direction. So it should take maximum value of, it should require maximum value of magnetizing field, so that it starts losing its magnetic properties. ಸಣ್ಣ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂಜಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ನ ಅದು ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನ್ಬೇಕು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ which are used for making permanent magnets, they should have these qualities. So here steel is commonly preferred for making permanent magnet, because that steel is having these three properties. Steel is having these three properties. So this is about the permanent magnets. Next comes electromagnets. Electromagnets. So electromagnets. Electromagnets, these are the ferromagnetic substances. Electromagnets means ferromagnetic substances. Iron, steel, nickel, cobalt, like that substances which are placed in a current carrying solenoid. Current carrying solenoid. Solenoid ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟಲ್. It provides magnetic field, a fixed value of magnetic field. That instrument is called solenoid. So a ferromagnetic material which is always placed in a current carrying solenoid is called an electromagnet. Why I am saying it is always placed in a current carrying solenoid means these are I am only not 1 minute. Electromagnets, these are the substances which are placed inside of a current carrying solenoid. A current carrying solenoid. These acts as a temporary magnet. These are not the permanent magnets, these are the temporary magnets. These are active until only up to the presence of electric current. When electric current is switched off, when there is no electric current in the instrument, so then it is not active, it becomes passive. It is no longer acting as a magnet. So it just acts as a substance. It repels the metal pieces. It is not attracting the metal pieces, or it is not acting as a magnet. So here see, electromagnet is a temporary magnet, and the soft iron is used for making soft iron. Soft iron is used for making electromagnets because of the properties, high value of retentivity, high value of permeability, high permeability, low retentivity, and low coercivity. See here, the substances or the metals which are used for making electromagnets, they should have these three properties: high permeability, low retentivity, low coercivity. What is the first condition? High permeability. Here the material which is used for making electromagnet, it should take more number of magnetic field lines, or it should develop its internal magnetic field by accepting more number of field lines when it is placed in an external magnetic field. ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ H ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ permeability. So next one, low retentivity. Here low retentivity is you see here, what is retentivity? You know what is the amount of magnetic field left in the sample when magnetizing field becomes zero? That is retentivity. That property is retentivity. Here the material used for making electromagnet, that should have a minimum value of magnetic field when its magnetizing field becomes zero. It should take a minimum value of B when H equals to 0. That is low retentivity. Next, low coercivity. Here low coercivity is it should take the material used for electromagnet, it should, you see, it can be demagnetized for a smaller value of magnetizing field. That is low coercivity. It should get easily demagnetized. It should lose its magnetic properties very easily, and it should save a minimum magnetic field when its magnetizing field becomes zero. So here this is magnetization and this is demagnetization. The material used for making electromagnet is soft iron. Why it is chosen means soft iron is continuously undergoing magnetization and demagnetization. When electric current is switched off, it should stop its magnetic behavior. It stops its magnetic behavior, and when electric current is switched on, when it is on, it starts its magnetic behavior. When it is switched off, it stops. When it is switched on, it once again restarts its magnetic behavior. That is here electromagnets are acting just like a permanent, not permanent, a temporary magnet. It is acting like a temporary magnet, and the soft iron is the best material used for electromagnet because this is having these three qualities. So where the electromagnets are used? Electromagnets are commonly used in school electric bells. School electric bells. See, next use in loudspeakers. These are used in loudspeakers, school electric bells. These are used in cranes. a heavy machine cranes to lift the machinery parts. In that crane, to lift the machinery parts, electromagnets are used. In cranes, in school electric bells, in loudspeakers, here the electromagnets are used. This is about permanent magnets and electromagnets. So this completes your magnetism and matter chapter. So for any doubts, you can contact me on this number 8546 957371. You message me for any doubts. I am definitely going to solve your doubts. Okay, and have a nice day. Watch this video for 2 times definitely, and now today only you watch all the videos of magnetism and matter from first video. You just reverse the videos. You just see the old videos. You will understand about magnetism and matter. Right? For any queries or for any doubts, I am here to solve your doubts. So you can message me and you can call me at this number 8546 957371. Okay, and today I am going to send some of the assignment questions to you people. So you write that assignment question in questions in a class workbook, classwork, and submit me when you come to the college, or you send the pics of that classwork. Have a nice day.